Cheaters just won the Duo Cash Cup Opens. Fortnite tournaments are officially back after the 3-week break, and unfortunately this first tournament back, it actually got won by cheaters. We have a lot to talk about. A bunch of big name teams qualified. Real quick before I get into everything with today's video, hitting 100,000 subscribers is like winning FNCS to me, so if you want to help me win FNCS, please just subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Just go Gaydog in the Fortnite item shop for to support me even more. Without further ado though, let's get straight into this video. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I have ever seen this in Fortnite history before, where Fortnite basically just lets cheaters play the whole entire tournament and win the tournament without banning them. It's honestly pretty crazy. I don't really want to talk about them too much because I mean, I don't want to give cheaters like exposure, but if you look at their match history, they literally had like a 47 elimination second, a 27 elimination first, and if you watch them during the tournament, you could see they were just full rage hacking. It's very sad to see, honestly, that Epic let them play the whole tournament. Going over the rest of the leaderboard though, let's give the correct praise to Tayson and Yamzo for winning the Duo Cash Cup Opens. They finished in second, but they should be in first on this leaderboard. They finished with 553 points, won 1 out of the 8 games they played, had an average elims of 11.5. Going over the rest of the top 5 though, we had Batman, Booga, and Rapid in third, continuing their super hot streak of just all season. They look so good going into FNCS heats. A lot of people are starting to give that little speculation though, like, will this team be able to do good in FNCS, and how much do Cash Cup placements really matter before FNCS actually starts? Dukes and Speaks finished in 4th, and then Seek and Dash finished in 5th. Going over the rest of the top 10 though, we have Oliver OG and Craze, who's actually looking like a team that could have won this Cash Cup. They were in first by like 100 points after their 6th game. This is a very underrated team, and I don't think I've really heard anything about Craze until this season. So shout out to Oliver OG for being able to find an underrated, really good fragger. Shadow and Virgo finished in 7th, Baka and Pars in 8th, Walker and Mason in 9th, and then Trashy and Threats in 10th. So it's kind of sad to see for Scented, because I'm pretty sure he was actually playing with Walkers, and then Walkers actually drops him literally like 2 days before FNCS is starting, and now he's already placing top 10 with his new duo. I didn't even mention that yet at the beginning of this video, but there is so many new big name duos that I'm going to be going over in today's video, and I'm going to be telling you guys exactly how they ended up placing today. But first, let's go over a lot of the other big name teams that were able to qualify. In 13th place, you have Clicks and Vino finishing on 454 points. They left the qualification to literally like the last game, so it did get a little nerve-wracking there for Clicks fans, but he was still able to pull off the qual. Going into FNCS, this team still does look absolutely insane. In 17th place, we had Peterball and Poyo. Once again, in Peterball and Poyo fashion, they basically just W-keyed the entire Cash Cup. Had an average elims of 13.9, and if you look at their match history, it's pretty crazy. They had a 45 elimination win, 31 elimination win, 27 elimination 14th, 17 elimination 30th, and then their last 3 games, they literally just died up spawn. Cooper and Kanata finished in 20th place with 441 points. Boogan and V finished in 28th on 429, and then look at this, Mongol and Mr. Savage in 33rd place with 424 points. Finally getting back to that Cash Cup finals. Seeing Mongo and Mr. Savage in a set lobby is going to be so hyped. They haven't been in a set lobby since literally the first Duo Cash Cup of the season. This is one of the teams that was literally like the only team that was grinding during like the little 2 or 3 week break that Epic had. So it's really rewarding for them to be able to make a Cash Cup finals lobby and get that experience before FNCS heats start, because they are going to be fighting an uphill battle trying to go from lower bracket to upper bracket to grand finals. So they are going to need all of the experience they can get. Re and Rituals finished in 46th place, and then qual for this Cash Cup ended up being 416 points. All right, let's go over all of the brand new duos now and exactly how they actually did in this Cash Cup. Starting off with probably the most hyped duo that is coming out of the Snakening, that is Muzz and Epic Whale. This team has super high hopes going into heats, and I feel like this team should do very well. But if you look at their Cash Cup performance from today, they finished in 285th place, only getting 369 points. I don't really think you can like count this too much against them though. It was literally their first tournament together. They probably don't even have that much experience playing together at all. So I'm not just going to sit up here and like trash talk them because they weren't able to qualify for a single Duo Cash Cup. I think this team still would be able to do very good in this FNCS. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this first duo in the comment section down below. Next, we had Trashy and Threats. Now, Trashy and Threats finished actually top 10 in this Cash Cup, placing in exactly 10th on 458 points. So they did a lot better than basically every single other duo on this list. And then finally, sadly, Scented finished in 79th place on 404 points, not being able to qualify for the Duo Cash Cup. He was very close though, and I was honestly really surprised that him and Walker split. I thought that they were going to be like the next up and coming duo, but seeing him still be able to finish in the top 80 with a brand new duo that he's never played with before is still very promising going into heats. If you guys don't know, heats literally starts in 2 days from now. Or I mean, by the time I'm posting this video, they could literally be starting tomorrow. So FNCS season is fully back into the swing of things. Everything is about to be happening again. But something that I have been thinking about is for how favorited Clix has been for this FNCS. I'm very curious if this fight with Jinxie is actually going to hinder that, simply because of the fact that, like, if you've seen how much content stuff Clix has been doing recently, like, he is literally going to have this grand finals, and then he is going to have globals next, and then he's going to go straight into a fight with Jinxie. So he's going to have to be like full boxing training, everything like that, while trying to win an FNCS. Him being able to manage those two things at the same time is going to be very difficult, but at the same time, he is one of the biggest content creators, as well as being one of the best pros in the history of Fortnite at the same time. So if there's anyone that would be able to do it, I feel like that is going to be Clix. I was about to give you guys my top 5 list for who I think is going to like place in the top 5 in tomorrow's Duo Cash Cup, but something came across my mind is where was Acorn and Cold in this Cash Cup, and I had to go look for them, and they finished in 294th place, only getting 368 points in 10 games. Now, if you guys remember, this team is also starting in lower bracket and going from probably like an undisputed top 3 duo on the region before the season started to them missing the last 2 Duo Cash Cups now and having to go into FNCS starting from lower bracket. Do you guys think this is bad news for them going into heats and grand finals, or do you think they will be completely fine? And just because I know a lot of OCE fans also watch my videos, Alex and Worthy finished in 946th place today. They were literally in first after like the first 3 games in the Cash Cup, and then they honestly just completely fell off after that. I really don't know what happened. They weren't streaming the Cash Cup. All I can really look at is their actual leaderboard placement. All right, now I want to give you guys my top 5 list for who I think is actually going to place in tomorrow's Duo Cash Cup. Starting off in 5th place, I think I have to go with Kanata and Cooper. Obviously one of the best teams all season, one of the most consistent teams. They've slowly just been getting better and better every single Cash Cup. I think a top 5 is almost a lock for this duo. 4th place, I actually have the team that won the last Duo Cash Cup, and that is Clix and Vino. I know a lot of people might be saying, how do you not have this team in like the top 2 or even winning again? I just think that Clix and Vino have been on a pretty long break from like playing the game in general, and I think they're going to not necessarily start off slow again, but I think they just have to like ease their way back into it a little bit. They haven't been grinding as much as some other teams on this list, but I think a 4th place is still very respectable for them. 3rd place is Peterbot and Poyo, still one of the best teams in the world, a team that is going to do absolutely insane this FNCS Grand Finals. I still feel like definitely them getting top 3 is 100% reasonable. 2nd place, I have Tayson and Yamzo. Tayson and Yamzo literally won today's Duo Cash Cup Opens. One of my favorites going into FNCS Grand Finals, and one of the teams that I think could win. My FNCS Grand Finals prediction video is going to be coming out super soon, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And then in 1st place, the team that I think is going to bring it home is Batman, Booga, and Rapid. And if you're wondering why I keep putting them so highly in all my prediction videos, if you look at their average Cash Cup Finals placement, it is a 1.3. So knowing that, I don't know how you could put them lower than anything except for 1st place. I think this is by far a top 2, maybe even the best Cash Cup team on the whole region. If they're able to win this Duo Cash Cup, then they will 100% be the best team going into FNCS. Other than that though, YouTube says you guys will enjoy these 2 videos that are up on the screen right now. If you guys are new, subscribe to the channel. Hitting 100,000 subscribers would be like winning FNCS to me. Thank you guys all so much for all the support recently. Use code KDog in the Fortnite item shop and support me even more. So happy that tournament season is finally back. Thank God for another day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.